Alright guys, it's Blue. We're here for the second season that we're closing this Coleman power steel pool. It's above ground pool. You're gonna have to excuse the mess on the inside. We should have closed it last week. We turned everything off, and of course we ended up getting the algae and all that other crap. But yeah, the kids weren't swimming in this. This is just within the last week whenever we quit using it, and we are draining it. And we still had no issues really, except for we had some pinholes in the bottom, which I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Well, let's pan over there. Right there's my cigar, but right behind the old cigar, you can see where it looks clean, right where the seam is. It looks like we have a hole there, which I didn't realize before. So we're going to try to patch that up again. And there's like two that I can see down here in the water, like where the algae settled to the bottom, like where the water's sucking through the little tiny pinholes. But those are easily repairable. I think it's like a $20 kit that we got at the local pool store, and you can actually make the repairs underwater. So it's some type of underwater repair kit. So just real quick, and again, this thing's kind of messed up because of the how crappy it is, but this is what one of the upgrades we made. We went with a sand filter instead of the paper filter that came with it. That was an upgrade for this year, which helped out tremendously. And then the other upgrade, which you guys can't see, I know that freaking I refuse to weed eat around this because I don't want to hit it with a trimmer. But underneath is the drop cloth that they gave us first. Let me take that back. We bought some extra tarps. We put some extra tarps down, like there's a layer of tarps, and then there's the drop cloth that they gave us. And then this year we got on Amazon and we bought something called a Gorilla Pad, and it's real thin, and I don't understand how it works, but it worked like a charm. And it can be penetrated, but not by a rock. You can take a butter knife and try to push through it and it won't work, and that really helped out with the little tiny rocks trying to come up through. So that's it. That's the end of the second year for this pool. So for the money that we paid for it already, 2 years out of it, and we're going to go for 3. And oh, a little trick before I close this off. Right down there, that's the drain plug that comes with it. And last year it took us, God, I think it was 2 days to drain this, just using that drain plug. So what I did this year is I fashioned, it just goes into the pump. This is the hose that usually connects to the connection B, which goes into the pump and then filters, and then the other hose goes back into the, takes the water back into the pool. But what we did was I took, in the package that we got with the pool, I don't remember what attachment it is, but it's an attachment that has about a 1-inch nipple on the end of it. And I went to Home Depot and I got I think this is just for a washer dryer set, and put it down over top of that nipple. We clamped it down, and then we ran the hose and then tied it with a bottle full so that it would sink to the bottom. And it's really, it's really pumping out quick. And I think this is going to help us also as far as getting more water out of it, because there's the actual drain that comes with it. And I'm gonna guess maybe 4 inches off the top, and this here is just an inch. It's an inch tube, so we're gonna get within an inch, and hopefully we can, once it gets lower, unfortunately I got to jump in and try to kick the water over to try to suck as much out, and then we're just gonna use towels and everything else to soak it up and get the rest of the water out. So end of year 2, working good. I'm going to check out that leak over there. I'm going to check out these little tiny, there's like 2 or 3 little tiny clean spots that I can see, which I'm guessing is going to be little tiny pinholes. We're going to seal those up, and we're going to fill it again next year and give it another go. So alright guys, this is it for season 2 Coleman Power Steel end of the season review. Alright, later. Alright, I forgot one thing that I did want to mention. Frame on this, as you can see, there's a little bit of surface rust at every connection, which I don't think that there's a way of getting around that, just because of with the when you slide it on, you're automatically chipping some of the paint. So I think that's just going to happen no matter what you do. But I mean, it's not bad. Everything looks like it's still structurally sound. We're going to go ahead, once we actually rip it all down, I'm going to inspect everything. If something else comes up with it where it's like eaten through completely and it's not structurally sound, I'll let you know. But I really don't think that that's going to be an issue. So, all right, now I'm out of here unless I find something horrible. All right, guys, later.